Hi, welcome to another episode of HPA Global Insights. Today, I'm pleased to welcome a long-term friend and partner, as well as member of HPA-China, Mr. Zhou. Zhou, the CEO of TSI Group. Zhou, welcome to the show. How's things going?
Very, very good, Jeff. Great to see you. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. As good.
Great. But it has been a while, so we are not seeing each other face to face.
Yeah,
and
I think
since the COVID started.
Yeah, it's been over 3 years now, I think.
That's right.
I think, anyone that's in the vitamin supplement space, pretty much knows TSI, but just in case, why don't you give us just a brief introduction to TSI Group?
All right, great. So, TSI Group started in '96, so which this year is 26 years now. And we started in the US. I started with my partner and then Larry Cole, and from the US. Then immediately we all opened the office in Shanghai, China, and that year. So since then, and for the last 26 years, we are always in the dietary supplement industry. And we started as a value-added distributor. Then we got into the manufacturing of ingredients. Then we started to manufacturing the finished dose. Then we really started a lot of discovery and the new ingredient validation and animal studies and the clinical studies. And then we have right now, and we have 6 facilities, manufacturing facilities, and in China as well as in Australia. And we have 8 global offices around the world. And we have right now, we have about 600 employees around the world.
Wow, I've been to your facilities, but I didn't imagine you had 600. Wow, that's quite a big company now. Now that you mentioned COVID, and let's kind of address the elephant in the room there. COVID's been around for a while, and don't want to beat a dead horse, but how is COVID in the zero COVID policy in China? Could you update us on how that's affecting you currently? I know it's affected everyone over the last couple of years, but seeing that you're a global group, how's that impacted your business?
Yeah, I guess everybody impacted by the COVID in the last now almost 3 years, right? And at the beginning 2000, and China managed the COVID quite well. So we have a large percentage of manufacturing in China. So actually, and that year, and actually is really good year for us to manufacturing a lot of the raw materials, finished dose, and supply the world, right? So it's great for China. Then starting last year, obviously the world and managed the COVID a little bit better than China has and China's policy is always a zero COVID, right? So they starting to shut down places, and sometimes a small city, and sometimes a larger city, and so disrupted the supply chain and in China. Then because the whole shipping, the logistic around the world had a severe impact in the last year. And the late last year, then you have a energy kind of costs of energy shoot to the roof, which and further strain the supply chain and the cost and in China, and made a shipment also and to many places around the world very, very difficult, and the cost is very high, and the timing to get the product to destination around the world is very, very long, and sometimes is 2 or 3 times longer than used to be, and so sometimes we have to ship some of the products by air and to meet our customers' needs. So then, and this year, and because we are in Shanghai, and our facilities, and nearby Shanghai, and Shanghai has a lockdown for 3 months, right? So obviously, luckily, our manufacturing facility is not in Shanghai, and our offices, and in Shanghai, were closed for 2.5 months. And one of our facilities, which had some cases of COVID, so the local government had to shut down the whole city, so which impact at one of our locations, right? So which impact our production. But overall, I think we have been managed the situation quite well, and our, as a matter of fact, and our business still grow, and still growing nicely in terms of and the revenue as well as profit. Obviously, we would like to see better results, but overall we still see a double-digit growth, and over the last 3 years, every year, and in terms of revenue as well as profit. So overall, it's still a good outcome, and under the circumstances.
Yeah, I think our industry was was impacted in strange ways. COVID, of course, as you mentioned, had some closures and shutdowns and things like that. But our industry really did well during that period because many people were staying home, wanted to take care of themselves, were interested in their health and buying supplements. So the supplement industry really shut up greatly, and that, of course, results in companies like yourself supplying those ingredients to do more business. But then gas prices went up, and shipping, and remember all the container ships that were sitting off the coast of California that couldn't get in. And so, well, anyways, it sounds double-digit growth is always wonderful, and I'm glad to hear that TSI has weathered that storm and is moving on into the future. So let's talk about some of those ingredients that you were shipping around the world. I know you have HMB is a big one, and glucosamine, and you have a new one too. Maybe you can talk about a few of those.
Oh, sure. So I forgot to mention to you, and TSI mainly operates in 3 divisions, right? One is innovative products division, and which HMB is one of them. Innovation products division is really based on we are doing a lot of research to discover the new and patented and a lot of scientific backing products, and HMB is one of them. Okay, and HMB was discovered by 2 professors in the late 90s in the United States, and really when they're doing the research, and they found HMB, which is a metabolite of branch amino acid leucine. Okay, if you take leucine, and only 5%, about 5%, is converted into HMB in your body. Okay, and they discovered HMB is one of the key muscle promoting muscle health in the body. And there's 2 functions for HMB. One is and help to grow the muscle, okay? And in terms of quantity, and more importantly, is quality of the muscle, the strength. And another one I think is more significant is HMB can help to prevent the muscle loss. And as you see, and when you hit the age around 35, and the muscle mass is gradually and going down. Okay, and when you're getting older, the speed of muscle reduction and getting faster, and then you see the people walking slow, and their the independency and quality of life reduces along the way. So HMB really helps and in this kind of situation. For a healthy person. And if you are in a hospital and you have an operation, you are stay in bed, then the way that the rate of muscle loss is going to be much faster. So HMB really able to help you to prevent and reduce the rate of muscle loss in those kind of cases as well. For us, really, HMB had over 200 clinical studies, and a lot of them are being done and by us, and show a significant the benefits about in those aspects. So we have been working with one of the largest pharmaceutical companies and on HMB and since 2005, and they have been promote the HMB around the world in the medical food. Mm-hmm. and the TSI started to promote HMB around the world about 5 years ago. So we've been doing quite a lot of work on this one. I think we have gained a lot of momentum on HMB and in these areas. And this is one and come out from our innovative product division. Then we have another division, and used to be called a bioactive ingredients division, and now it's called a ingredient solution division. And one of the key products they have is glucosamine. And the TSI has been in the glucosamine business since 97. So we are really the early ones and bring glucosamine to the supplement market and from China. And there's a revolution about glucosamine, and started with a shellfish based glucosamine, and now is the technology, and we have a patent the process, and really doing the fermentation, fully fermented glucosamine, and which the process significantly reduce the environmental impact in the wastewater. Huge amount of savings. We save about over 90% of the water discharge compared to the regular glucosamine production. So that's why we trademarked our glucosamine, which is the environmentally friendly glucosamine called the glucose green. And we have been done I think a lot of the work around the world, and the glucose green now is the most recognizable non-shellfish and environmentally friendly glucosamine in the market right now.
And you have some approvals for that around the world as well, right?
That is correct. We are the one really. We get the GRAS and in the US, and also we are the first one to get approval and in the EU, so we can launch a non-shellfish glucosamine EU. So we are. So yes, we're the pioneer in get a regulatory approval, or like self affirm the GRAS in the United States.
Yeah, that's so important.
Yeah. So other one you mentioned is a most newly ingredient. We're very excited about this ingredient, and it's called TOHOBA, 2-hydroxybenzoamine. Okay, stands for. So this is a molecule originated from the medical school of Vanderbilt University. The medical doctors and the researchers and studying some of the disease, what causing the disease, okay, and the inflammation, okay, and inflammation is a reason, really the reason to causing a lot of diseases, chronic diseases or damages of your body's organs, right? Including the Alzheimer's and your high blood the high blood pressure due to the vascular health, right? When they are studying the reason for those kind of the inflammation, right? Then they found one of the compound is very, very effective to address, really can targeting to stop or slow down those kind of accumulating information in your body, which gradually causing your disease, okay? And they found that molecule, and this molecule was found in a buckwheat, one of species of buckwheat, in a very, very small amount. And the TSI has licensed the patent, and we manufactured because it's a too small amount in the natural buckwheat. So we developed the processes and to manufacture and this compound to HOBA, okay, and we get a approval, we get a GRAS in the US for the supplement industry. And this is a wonderful new class of a compound really targeted to address those kind of issues, okay? And really kind of can preventing those things from happening, okay? So we're very, very excited about this one. And a lot of the research is still going on. And we, every month or maybe every other month, we get a lot of good results, not only on animals, and we're doing a lot of human models. And you will see more and more publications on this amazing compound. So we're very excited about that.
Wow, that sounds exciting. That fits into I think a lot of people don't like using the category, but it's kind of more into that anti-aging and, helping you, live a better life. Inflammation is just everywhere these days. Yeah. That's exciting.
Yeah, exactly.
Definitely keep an eye on that. And I know you guys always do, plenty of research on the ingredients you have, and it's as it should be done.
That's right.
So
and we will have a presentation on this wonderful molecule in next week's Supply Side West. So
okay.
So you will, if you're there, and I will invite you to go and to hear, and because this will be presented by our scientists, and they will tell you more than I can tell you.
Okay. Well, maybe if you have after Supply Side West, if you have like the presentation or something, maybe we could put it up on our news so people that didn't go to Supply Side can also see. I know there's quite a few people, especially from China, cannot go to Supply Side West just because of the COVID restrictions. So be happy to do our part to get that information out after that's done in Supply Side.
Yeah, for sure. We will do that, definitely. After I have finish the presentation is done, I will share the presentation with you.
Sure, thank you. And lastly, let's talk about something that's very exciting. We had a conversation last week, and you kind of introduced this concept to me, and I thought, wow, this is amazing. So today, let's just kind of introduce it. We could always do another show to kind of talk more about details of it, but it's a new offering TSI has, and a new concept for the future called tailored script.
Okay, yes, we're very excited about this one. It has been several years, I think 5 years in making, okay? And I have been working with a institution for functional medicine in the United States since maybe about 8 years ago. And also I attend many conferences and a symposium on the personalized nutrition or precision nutrition around the world. Okay. And I was trying to see and how I can develop a platform, manufacturing platform, and really to make a more precise nutrition script, if you will. Okay. And to those guys want to really to do a more precise personalized nutrition or precision nutrition. Okay. And if you think, you think, and this is like a Chinese medicine store when I was young. Okay. And you go to you take a Chinese medicine doctor's prescription. You go to a Chinese medicine store, and the prescription written by the Chinese medicine doctor is a list of herbs and on the prescription, and tell you the exact amount and you need. You go to the Chinese medicine store, then the store clerk will go to the drawers. You see hundreds of drawers in the Chinese medicine store, right? Each drawers have a herb. Okay, so the clerk will go there and take that specific herbs out, weigh it, and it will be divided into typically 7 daily dose, right, in the brown paper. And he or she will doing this one by one, based on your prescription, right? So then he or she will wrap it up and tell you how you're going to prepare it at home. So this is, in my mind, is called a kind of personalized Chinese medicine. So now we're in the 21st century. So I thought, and we can make and those and each actives in a very, very precise dose, in a very, very miniature precise dose. Okay. Then using a robotic technology, that you can dispense them based on the incoming nutritional prescription, if you will. Okay. Mm-hmm. So that's where the tailored script, these 2 words, comes from. So we use the tailored script. Really, now the tailored script are able to really to dispense exactly the dose of the actives, okay, and into a daily, like a pot, right, like a Nescafe coffee pot, okay, and now we have already had about 150 different actives and made it into this format. So when you have a prescription coming to our system, we can dispense it and put your name on it and can ship it to you next day. So this is really from the manufacturing standpoint, right? So we already built quite a I think I haven't seen it. Anybody else did this way, and we think it's kind of really a very, very innovative way to dispense nutrients, okay, based on the prescription. And mostly the prescriptions are done by professionals and the nutritionists, right? Functional medicine doctors or trained nutritionists. And they have the capability to do those kind of writing those kind of specific prescriptions and for you. So then you have this one, we can ship it to your home, then you can take it obviously under their supervision, right? And you can take it once a day or twice a day, depending on the instruction. And then also and like doctors and the nutritionists who are looking at your numbers, different type of some biomarkers, and they look at those numbers, right? And they will see after a month or 3 months, and they will see you again, to see what's your situation, if you're improved, and then they will maybe make some adjustment. Then we will make another round of personalized nutrition for you. So this is how the tailor script basic idea.
Okay, well, I think looking at the picture, I mean, right away, having personalized nutrition is amazing because most people take supplements based on the fact that they feel they need to take this or it helps their livelihood, but they don't know if that's the right amount. You know, for example, glucosamine, as you mentioned before, is one of those that if you don't take it for enough, you know, if you take it for just a week and say, oh, it doesn't work, you know, you need to take it for a certain amount of time before it works. And everyone is a little bit different with that. But the other thing was, you know, because they're all in those tiny, tiny little beads, they're going to be very, very easy to swallow.
That's correct. That's correct. Also, we are working with a team of well-known doctors, both in the United States as well as in China. We are developing those kind of algorithms, okay? Mm-hmm. And based on the questionnaire or based on some basic set of maybe biomarkers or maybe your microbiome, okay? So they were developing those kind of algorithms, and then they will pretty much tell you, and based on those inputs, then they will come up with a recommendation, okay, for what kind of product you may want to take. So then with this prescription, then we can manufacture it. We can manufacture it and then send it to you, right? So that we're doing as well. So it's we're doing a lot of digital way, and to provide a recommendation, okay, and based on their knowledge and obviously their knowledge and their understanding and many years of practice, right, and a lot of based on literatures as well. So during this one, you can see how well the nutritional supplement, a combination of those nutritional supplement, impact on outcomes.
Yeah, this is really exciting stuff, and I think a giant step forward for individual wellness for people. I know I'm going to be in line. I'm going to want to get my own prescription.
Yes,
so
yes. Once I bring this one to the US right now, I've been working because I stuck in China for the last 2.5 years. So I've been working on this one in China, this whole entire system. So I have been already commercialized this whole system in China. And I'm looking forward to bring this system to the United States. And once the COVID restrictions is eased.
All right, that sounds awesome. I will definitely have to do another update video about that tailored script in the future to see, you know, how's it going, and hopefully it's made landfall here in America and we can start enjoying that technology.
Okay, great.
All right, Joe. So thanks. Yeah, thank you so much for your time, Joe, and I'll look forward to we'll catch up maybe shortly after Supply Side West or so, and get some information about the hobamine, right?
Yeah, jojoba. Yeah, hobamine is our trademark.
Okay.
Is called hobamine, and jojoba is the chemical name.
Okay.
The compound name,
awesome.
Active name. Yes. Okay. Yes, I will send you the presentation. Okay.
All right, Joe. Well, it's really good to see, even though it's just through video. Take care, and we'll talk again soon. Thanks again.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you. You take care as well.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for tuning in to HPA Global Insights. Please like, subscribe, and share with your colleagues. Any questions or suggestions, email us at info@uschinahpa.org. This channel is operated by US China Health Products Association, which is a nonprofit organization. Please consider joining the association and supporting its global endeavors. Your support is very much appreciated. Until next time, take care.